folks, Captain Mikey here, coming at you from beautiful North Florida. Whoa, today I am so excited about today, because today it's challenge day. Yet another challenge. I'm trying to do all these challenge requests that you guys have. These challenges are insane. But this one, whoo, this one's gonna be tough, guys. This one is definitely gonna be one for the record books. By far the toughest challenge I've taken on so far. And I'm basing it off of one of my most successful videos out there. DIY rod and reel video from Home Depot. The Home Depot Rod and Reel Fishing Challenge. So I figured, let's do it again. But this time, let's try to improve upon it. And let's take it just a step further. Let's make it even harder on Captain Mikey. Why the heck not? In the Home Depot challenge, I challenged myself with a budget to make a homemade rod and reel out of nothing but materials, tools, things that I can find at Home Depot, which is not a fishing tackle store. But in this challenge, I want to actually make a reel. A rod, a reel, line, hooks, and maybe even a lure. That's right. Rod, reel, line, hooks, lures, everything. I'm gonna walk into this store with absolutely nothing. I'm hoping to walk out of there with full equipment to be able to go and catch myself some fish. To make it a real true challenge, we gotta go to a store that has absolutely nothing to do with fishing. This is gonna be crazy, guys. It is definitely going to stretch my creative mind to the fullest of its potential. So, what store are we going to today? It's one of my favorites. My wife and I spent a lot of time there. Well, you guessed it, guys. It's the one, the only, Hobby Lobby. That's right, the one and only Hobby Lobby. Whew, this is gonna be a challenge. Oh yeah, that's it. Can I find everything I need to make a rod, reel, line, lures, hooks, everything I need to catch some fish? It's gonna be a challenge, and it's even harder in this store. Let's get into the Hobby Lobby, and let's see what we can come up with. All right, here we go, guys. The Hobby Lobby. Let's see what we can get done. This is one of my all-time favorite stores. Honestly, they got everything in here, which is why I thought of this place when I came up with this challenge again. At least half of our house is decorated from this store. Amazing place. But they also do a lot of crafts, obviously, the Hobby Lobby. So it should have a whole bunch of stuff that we might be able to find to help us make a rod, reel, line, lures, all that good stuff. The Hobby Lobby. Crazy. It is the pirate life for me. Check it out. Maybe we don't have to make a lure at all. They've already got some lures made up here. Massive, huge. Holy popper. All sorts of cool decorations for fishing. All fishing at the Hobby Lobby. Because we're taking on such a big challenge here, trying to do everything, it's going to get really confusing for me to try to figure out, which steps to do. So I'm going to try to do it in steps. Let's concentrate on a rod first. Go for the rod first, then we'll work for the reel, and then the other terminal tackle components. We've got so much stuff in this store when it comes to home decor and decorations. It's also a craft store and a hobby store. I think our best bet when it comes to trying to find something to fashion a rod or a reel out of is to check out the crafts department first. Look at all this fuzzy stuff. I'm sure I can make some kind of lures out of this stuff. You get a bass to eat a whale shark, or to eat a shark. Got all sorts of different wooden dowels of all different sizes and lengths. Like this is plywood. But they're only coming in about 3-foot lengths. What if I just strap a few of these together? Will they have any circular dowels? Checking out wooden dowels, and I broke that one. Not gonna make a good rod, but I guess I gotta buy that one now. Just like the teacher used to beat me with. Trying to figure out how long it is. It's a freaking measuring stick. It tells me right there. It's 30. We got all sorts of circular wood dowels here. They come in a bunch of different sizes. If I start off with something like that, maybe I drill a hole right in the end here for the next size. And I can keep going down size by size. They get pretty small all the way along. I can get right down to really, really sensitive. Starting off with this, working my way from here down to here. And I've got in these kits here like this, At least I got several pieces that I can, in case I screw up, which I'm bound to. These are about 1 foot a piece, each one. So I can literally do it if I want, say, a 5 foot rod, 5 different pieces, starting from here, working my way down to here. That is creative. That's what we're doing, guys. That's exactly what we're doing. That is a homemade rod right there. Now we got to figure out eyes for the rod. We got to figure out a handle. We got to figure out the reel, line, and hooks still. All right. That's what I'm talking about. These are going to be the eyes to the rod. I was hoping to find a variety pack of different sizes, but I think we can make just this size work. A little bit of twine for $3.99. Could always try to use that for some line. That's super thick though. I'm sure there's some kind of material that you can use to make necklaces or bracelets with, or something that'll work for a fishing line. At least that's what I'm hoping. Look at this. A swim bait. A shark swim bait. Are you kidding me? Look at it, got snakes too. Holy crap. That's absolutely nuts. They got some kind of lizard here too. Oh my god, if they have these smaller, I'm for sure getting these. Future challenge, the world's tiniest fishing pole. It actually has a little bit of line on it too. All sorts of different strings and yarns, leather. Can I make fishing line out of some of this stuff? I wonder how strong this is. This is the stuff they're using to make necklaces and bracelets and things along those lines out. Look at Berkeley Fire Line. I mean, that's an actual fishing line. Now this one says thread for jewelry making, $13.99. I come over here, I found some monofilament here. It doesn't have a pound test or anything because this is made for it. It's probably going to be equivalent to right around a 6 to 8 pound test monofilament. Fantastic. Let's try this out. And the best part, it's only $2.99. We got ourselves some fishing line, baby. Still got to make the reel itself back in the woodworking section here. We're going to actually create our own reel. Right here, we got some wood spools. That's going to be the spool, the center of our reel. We're going to take some very simple circular wood discs here. There's some larger ones in the back there. Essentially what I'm doing is I'm building an entire reel. Spool with an outside housing, and then we're going to attach a handle to this dowel so we can spin the whole thing. I'm telling you, we're getting creative today. This is insane. Well, believe it or not, guys, I believe I've got everything I need in there to create a rod, a reel, and line. We need to figure out hooks still, which I think I got an idea here, seeing as we're in the jewelry department as it is. Check this out, guys. Flat fish hook ear wire. These are for earrings, so you can attach your earrings, but they're called fish hook. I mean, like, come on, that's what we're looking for. It's fish hooks. I've searched all high and low in the jewelry department, thinking things that for your earrings and stuff, they look like hooks, but I found them, they were really weak. You can bend them super, super easy, and that's not going to help at all. So I'm back here in the sewing department, and I'm looking at all these different needles. Playing with a few of them, they're actually quite a bit stronger. What I found are these T-pins, whatever the heck they are. They're T-shaped pins. They're very sharp on the end like a needle. With a pair of pliers, I should be able to bend that into a hook shape. That's the winner. That's going to be our hooks. We're going to make them out of these T-pins, whatever they are. I've been in this store a long time. It's time to get the heck out of here. I believe I got everything that I need to make the rod, the reel, the line, and the hooks. I've been here way too long. Way too long. Well, there we go, guys. Everything I believe I need to go out and catch some fish. All from the Hobby Lobby. It's the Hobby Lobby Do-It-Yourself Fishing Rod, Reel, Line, and Lure Challenge. Look at this craziness. This is absolutely mad. This is wild. And it's definitely stretched my creativity to the max. My eyes are bugging out because I've been in that store for hours looking at all this stuff. It's insane how much is there. But if you're going to take this challenge on and you want to try Hobby Lobby, at least you know now there's tons of options. Now, all that's left, get all this stuff home. Let's start building and assembling, putting this thing together, and then get out on the water and see what we can do. Here we go, guys. Everything I need to make a rod, reel, line, and hooks. All completely from scratch, all from the Hobby Lobby. This is going to be an incredible challenge. This is going to take every bit of creativity and knowledge I have. But the very first thing we're going to attempt out here today is the rod. And then we'll go into trying to assemble a reel out of all these wood parts. My idea is to start with this 1 foot long, 12-inch long, 1/2 inch dowel. So I'm going to drill a hole right down the middle, probably a couple inches down, a hole just snug enough, just the size to be able to fit this dowel in. This dowel here is 1/2 inch, if you guys can see that. I'm not going to have a lot of room for error here. A 3/4 inch to drill a 1/2 inch hole into that. And we're going to use some Elmer's wood glue to try to hold that all together. I'm going to tape this all up. Put a bunch of tape on the end here, and that should hopefully hold it from splintering. Let's see how we did. We went down a couple inches down there. Here's the real test. Let's see if this 1/2 inch dowel will slide in there. Oh, and it does. And it does. It's perfect. Woo! What I'm going to have to do is try to do the same thing in the end of this to be able to fit the 5/16 dowel. And then we're going to end up gluing them all together nice and tight. Tight as it goes. Come on, get in there. Just gotta let it dry now. Well, I managed to fashion some eyes out of a clothes hanger, actually. For 5 eyes in total, including a tip-top eye. There's the tip-top piece. We're gonna use some sewing thread, and I'm gonna wind it on there real nice and tight. Nice simple trick. Take some clear nail polish, and you're gonna seal that thread on there with this nail polish. That's it. We're looking like a professional rod now, all created from products I got from the Hobby Lobby. Now, we're going to try to start assembling this reel. I'm going to try to take all these components, all these little wooden parts, and actually manufacture an entire reel. This spindle that I bought here, this is actually going to be the center spool of the reel. I want to seal the end so the line doesn't come up over top of it. So I'm going to take a couple of these little smaller discs, and I'm going to put them right on the end like that. So I need to drill right in the center, the exact same size hole of these ones. I'll have that glued all together, and the dowel will slide through all of this here. Just like that. So that is going to be our center spool. The actual body of the reel, I'm going to manufacture out of these larger discs, 3 of them together, glue them together, and drill it to the center, and on either side. The hole that goes through the side of the body of the reel, it's got to be a little bit bigger. So this is going to be the outside of the body, just like that. And what I'm going to do is try to hold those together with these popsicle sticks. And that's going to create the entire body of it. Now I got to drill a 1/2 inch hole right in the center of both of these outer discs. Start putting the whole thing together now. We're going to want the center spool attached to this dowel, so it's going to have to be glued on the inside of this. So when the dowel spins, it spins this entire thing. I'm going to glue the smaller caps nice and tight to it on either side here. I've got the spindle, the 2 outer discs. This is what's going to hold the line all together. I've got glue in the middle here, and I'm going to just clamp it together, wait for it all to dry. For the handle part that turns on the reel, I found these little popsicle sticks. 3 of these, I'm going to glue them together. I'm going to drill a hole through here that's 3/8 of an inch. And I'll drill another hole through here to attach a handle this way. We're going to start clamping this down so we can start piecing the body together with these popsicle sticks. We want to make sure the sides walls of the body itself aren't super tight against there. I'm just going to use the little popsicle sticks right now. Use them like spacers. And you see that spindle spins nice and freely on the inside there. We're going to go ahead and start gluing popsicle stick by popsicle stick. We're going to leave the whole front of the reel open for all that line to come in. Check it out! We're making a reel, baby. Check it out. Almost finished, guys. There it is. My homemade Hobby Lobby, do-it-yourself, design-it-yourself, build-it-yourself, all wood fishing reel. We got a fishing reel. Check it out. Now, I bought this little bracket from Hobby Lobby there. This is what I'm going to use to actually attach the reel to the rod itself. But what I'm going to do is this is the same dowel that's used for the handle of the rod. This is going to have to wrap around it. I need to make sure that I've got everything lined up perfectly. Wish me luck. Oh yeah, there it is, guys. We've got the reel attached to the rod. And it seems to work. All we got left to do now, guys, let's get that line that we bought. Let's string it up on here and make a couple hooks. And now it's time to go see if we can catch a fish. Woo! This was not easy, folks. Not easy at all. All that's left before I get to get out on the water and finally try this thing out is we gotta take the line. This is what they would use to make beaded necklaces and bracelets and stuff like that with, but it is a monofilament. I have no idea how strong this is. I tested it out a little bit, and it feels like it's probably about 6, maybe 8 pound test, somewhere in that range. But got to put the line on it, and then the very next step is right here. These are our hooks. These are called T-pins. T as in the letter T, Mr. T, iced tea. So I'm just going to bend those into a hook shape, and then on the end we got plenty of whatever to fashion some sort of a knot to. That's all that's left. Let me put this all together, string it up, and we're going to hit the water, guys. Well, guys, we got it all strung up. I've got one of my T-pin hooks tied onto the end here, and I got a little bit of worms, and I got a bobber here. Not a homemade bobber, but what the heck. You can't complain how far I've gone with this on DIY. I literally have about 10 minutes of sun left. Tomorrow we're really going to test it, but I can't wait. I can't wait. I worked so hard on this thing. I just want to try, just test it out real quick with a little worm, see if I can't catch something, anything. I got to try it out while I got 2 minutes of sun left at least anyway. There's my little T-pin hook. Hope you guys can see that. I was so stoked about this. Just gonna try to throw it out there. Oh, didn't get very far. Didn't have much line either though. Let's see if it reels it in. It does reel it in. Oh, that retrieve ratio is horrid, guys. That is terrible. This is, when we do get a fish, it's gonna be so near impossible to pull this thing in. I'm gonna kind of try to do it like I'm flipping and pitching or something. Well, we got it out there. I just wanted to get it wet and see what happened. We got our work cut out for us tomorrow. I spent too much time, too much creativity put into this for it to completely fail. I'm not going to fail this challenge. This rod, this homemade rod, homemade reel, homemade line, and homemade hook will catch a fish tomorrow. Promise. Red skies at night, sailors delight. Red sky in the morning, sailors take warning. Well, hopefully that old adage comes true tomorrow when we put this thing to the real test. I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy this beautiful sunset. Today is the day. We are going to catch some fish on the homemade do-it-yourself rod and reel from the Hobby Lobby. It's given me some problems so far. I haven't actually gotten any fish just from my home lake. Water's really cold, and apparently bluegill, brim, whatever you want to call them, they don't feed in the cold water. I am bound and determined. I am going to catch some fish with this thing. Come on, baby, come on, we can do it. Oh man, I can't wait to feel what it's gonna be like to fight a fish on that. The satisfaction I'm gonna have of knowing I created this rod and reel from nothing. I built it myself, and if it actually catches a fish, unbelievable. I can just imagine how satisfying that feeling is gonna be. Oh man. Had a little action, guys. Had something biting on that worm. Homemade hook didn't grab him. This is a challenge, man. This is an extreme challenge. Whew. Hey, it was nice to see a little action. Definitely had something biting at it. Okay, it's out. Bobber's in the water. Worm's drifting down. Oh. Something's tipping at it. Oh, I think I see some really tiny little bluegill. These little homemade hooks are... He tried to run away with it. These little homemade hooks are probably too big for these little guys. Oh, there goes the bobber already. He keeps hitting it. Oh man. Gotta just try to snag him, I think. All right, here we go again. This challenge just won't give in. I'm having a heck of a time. This cold front must have made things pretty difficult, obviously. But hey, I am on top of it right now. We're going live bait all the way. I got some large live minnows. I am not giving in. We are going to catch us something on this rod. Oh no. Oh, God, they're slimy. Got a minnow on a hook. He's still alive. Okay. I'm on a lake here that I've had a lot of success with in the past. This minnow looks like it's dead already. Okay, we got a minnow out. The minnow does look like he's already dead. So I dropped him and manhandled him. Oh. Something's got my minnow, guys. Something's got my minnow. Oh, we're on. Oh my God, we're on. Oh, do I got him still? Oh my God, I think I got him. Oh my God, we got one on this. The homemade rod's got one. What do we got? It's a little bass. Oh my God, I can't reel the thing in. Get him up here. Yes, we got one. Yes. Oh my God, guys, the rod got one. My homemade rod got one. Yes, the tiniest little bass. I don't care. Look, it did it. I was able to set the hook in and somehow able to reel him in. Woo! Let's go get another one. Oh yes, thank you. It worked. I worked so hard to build this reel, to design this and get it to work, and I finally got it. I've been trying for a couple hours each day for about 3 days, and I haven't been able to get much of anything going. I know it's mostly because of the cold front, because of the weather. Just because the way the weather has been, it's made things extremely difficult. Oh my God, so satisfying. I was starting to really doubt whether I was ever going to get anything. All right, let's see how far out I can get him. He's out a little farther than I was. Oh, we're on again. What do we got? Oh, do I still got him? Oh my God, it's so hard to reel. I still got him. I still got whatever it is. What do we got? Here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. Another little bass. Yes, yes, yes. Get him in here. Get him in. Ah, he's a little bigger. Yeah. Woo. Homemade rod got me another one. Look at that, guys. Absolutely. That is awesome. Awesome. I know he's small, but I don't care. It feels so good to know that I created something out of nothing and I'm able to catch fish with it. That is awesome. Whoo! Let's get another one. We're getting a little bit bigger. That last bass was bigger than the first bass. It doesn't matter. I caught it on my own homemade rod and reel. That is what's awesome. Here we go. Something on the minnow. Something's got him. And bobber's under. Oh, I just broke the reel. Oh no. Oh no. And I lost the fish. Oh no. Oh no. Catastrophe. Catastrophe. I set with this Bill danced it. Oh, not good. Look out. Oh, I broke the epoxy on the reel. Oh, came unattached. That is gonna be our sign right there. Well, guys, that's it. That's as much to do. I don't have any more epoxy in the truck, unfortunately. But man, what a blast. And it worked. It worked fantastically. It broke at the end, but it didn't actually break. It was just the epoxy holding the reel to the holder here, to the rod. It's an easy fix, and she'll be back in action again. But that's it for us tonight. And that's it for this challenge. This challenge is definitely one of the hardest and most trying challenges I've done by far. I had a blast doing it though. It stretched my creative mind to the absolute limit there. Had to figure out how to design an actual reel, how to design a rod, how to find lines, all these things. I had to figure them all out from a store that doesn't sell fishing gear whatsoever. And I walked into that store with absolutely nothing, and I walked out with everything I needed to make a rod, a reel, line, and hooks to catch fish, and it worked. I can't tell you guys how satisfying that is, how great that feels. And I urge you to go out and try this yourself. Get out there, get creative, try to create something all on your own. And you wouldn't believe how satisfying that feels to know that it actually worked. Guys, this was an absolute blast. Definitely the hardest challenge I've done by far, but gotta be the most memorable one, hands down. Absolutely. So guys, I really hope you did enjoy this, and I hope you learned a little something. If you did, make sure you smash the heck out of that like button. And leave a comment for me on anything else you'd like to see me film out here. I'll do my very best to make a video out of each and every one of those. But most importantly, guys, subscribe to that channel. And if you're already subscribed, well, stay subscribed because there's plenty more coming in Sawgrass Bass's future. One last time from beautiful North Florida, creating my own rod, reel, line, and hook from a non-fishing tackle store, it's Captain Mikey signing out. The future is bright. You keep those lines tight.